Welcome to the Cool Fireman Podcast, a virtual firehouse kitchen table with Matt, Adam, Brian, Doug, and Freddy, where they discuss everything that matters in today's fire service. Now let's get to the show.
Yeah, this is long sleeve and shorts weather.
It is. It's comfortable up here. I wish it was like this at home.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you just gotta come to my house, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, Nicholas, glad to see you, friend.
Hey, pal, how you doing? How's your mom and them?
How you, mom and them?
Yeah.
Sorry for my iPad again. The wife took the charger for the Mac to work.
Work.
Doesn't she know that we have a podcast to run here?
Apparently, she doesn't understand the ramifications of what's happening. Should I shut these curtains? Is this making it bad?
I don't think it matters, but if you want to.
Hang on a sec.
It'll make me look cuter, I guess, with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, our special guest just took a break.
You got to mute Nick.
Well, when Nick comes back, so a little story. This is a special edition of the Cool Fireman Podcast release. So if you're listening to this on the day we posted it, you're like, why did they post on a Thursday? Well, we got a text message from the one and only Nick Hammond, who is, as everybody remembers, one of the OG Cool Fireman Podcast hosts. So when Nick says jump, we say how high. So we're here today. Nick said that he want to talk about football, but all I want to do is catch up with everything that he's got going on. But now he's just gone.
He had a phone call.
I
guarantee you it was the lovely Clarissa Hammond.
Yeah, it probably was. But
we
got a lot to... Huh?
I guarantee it.
Yeah. I'm sure you'd win a lot of money if you put money on it.
I got $42 in my wallet. You want to bet that?
Hey, when he comes back, I'm going to play the cheering media.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect for him. But Nick's been up to a lot. Nick had to step away from the podcast because he had a baby. He switched fire departments. He is still doing his Fireman 1231 social media. So we understood. But there he is. The man, the myth, the legend. We've got something for you here. All right, that's enough of that. Nicholas, welcome back to the podcast.
What's up, cuzzies? What's up, guys? I was thinking about you today, and I just like say, hey, will anybody do anything? Let's hang out. Let's talk about it.
All right. That's what I was just saying to everybody, but as you just left us for a second, I said that you texted us, you asked us to jump, and then we say how high. And so here he is, an OG member of the Cool Fireman Podcast. So we want to get on. You said you want to talk football, which I don't know if we all want to come up with a couple of picks. If anybody has any, I got a couple possibly. But to start, why don't we just start with what the hell?
Can I start?
Yeah.
Nick, you still haven't paid your fantasy losers yet. That's what
You're right. You're right. I have it. I have it.
Well, I was waiting for an excuse here, but he's not willing to offer one.
No,
I don't have one.
South Carolina.
I just suck. I'll tell you what, it's a lot hotter in South Carolina than it is in North Carolina. It's 10 degrees hotter. It's still hot down here.
Yeah.
I mean, today's a little bit better, but I don't know, maybe two and a half weeks ago, it was 100 degrees. And I'm like, it is fall. It should not be this hot. And it was 84 back home. I'm like, this is nuts.
Yeah. Well, how was the move? Are you liking it?
Well, so we finally sold the house, and that was a process. Yeah, I don't recommend if you're in the market of selling your house, God be with you, because that was a process. It depends on your buyers. Our buyers, with all due respect, I'm not.
They're a little picky.
They kept wanting more.
Yeah,
I gave them I'm giving you everything.
People buy used houses that have some age on them and expect them to be like in great condition. Well, baby, that ain't how it works.
Well, that's what I told them. I said the house was built in 1961. You've got new vinyl siding, new flooring. Yeah, the HVAC's a little old, but I throw in a 2-year home warranty with it and you just baby that thing. Your luck, if it goes out in that 2 years, you got a free HVAC unit. That's some bit $10,000, cuz.
Get you a window unit. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, I damn near had to cover closing costs and give them $10,000 because the septic was old. The septic was old. I'm like, yeah, it's old. I said, I'll give you half. They're like, anyways, we finally got the house sold. We got some money from the profit next week in our new house. We got a new house we love. We had it painted, all the inside painted one color. It looks like a brand.
Amen.
I told her, I said, when this house gets painted, it's going to look like a brand new house, and it does. It looks great. Painters did a great job. You had about 5 guys roll up and broke down pickup trucks, smoking Newport 100s. I said, that's my guy. Those are my painters. Them hussies know what they're doing. And
if you want it done right, get them fellas.
Oh, they did. Now, they took about 11, 14 smoke breaks throughout the day, and that's fine.
That's fine.
Well, you're not paying them by the hour. You're just paying them by the job.
No, and they did a great job. I think I paid them like $6,000, and everybody else was like, that's about right. So this week, the back patio, we're getting the concrete extended the full length of the house, shelter, screened in half, and this half open for the kitchen.
Yeah, you gotta redo your kitchen down there now.
Ceiling fans, yeah, I know. But yeah,
the outdoor kitchen. Good. I mean,
yeah. I'm definitely.
So how is it going from the country to the subdivision? You're in the subdivision now. Looks like it was.
Yeah, it's different. It's different because I went from a rural place to now I'm in a happening community. Lexington, South Carolina is very, very busy. There's traffic.
How big is your lot? Half acre, maybe?
If probably 0.30, 0.25. It's small.
Big change for you.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. I don't have
acres, Doug.
I have trash service now, and it's not reliable. Usually, and I miss having a landfill, like a dump where I can just throw all my crap in.
So, are you just telling me that Doug now has the biggest house, the biggest apartment, and he's the oldest on the podcast?
I don't have the biggest house. Nick has the biggest house.
Well, you have the biggest lot.
You got a big
house is bigger than
by land.
House is bigger than mine too. But land, yes. Because I'm a king now here.
Yeah.
Okay, King Kong, relax.
Rancho Cucamonga.
That's right.
Well, how's the new department treating you? You had to leave your boys and your girls in Fayetteville. What's up with that?
The new department is great. The people are outstanding. Everybody enjoys coming to work. They're zero to little complaining, which I mean, there's always like, not to say I haven't met a disgruntled person here yet. Let me rephrase that. There's always going to be complaining anyway. Hell, I've already complained, but that's just you sit around. You're here for 48 hours. You got to find something. To get your jaws to bitch about. But it's great. I enjoy it. I enjoy coming to work. I enjoy not running 30,000 calls a year. I enjoy not going to.
You got any openings?
Yeah, I don't think so. I enjoy going to Alpha or going to BLS. I enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy not going to BLS calls just because the ambulances. There's no ambulance available. I have to go there and babysit. I enjoy it. It's great.
Do y'all have ambulances?
No, at all. The fire department does. I think they run 4 during the day and 3 at night, or is it 3 during the day and 2 at night? I can't remember. But I'm at Station 1, which is like the fire department, PD, and the ambulance service, the dispatchers, pretty much the emergency services building, like public safety building. You got everybody. And
so is EMS separated from your fire department, or is it together?
So from what I was told, ED. Is it PD over EMS? No, PD is over dispatch. But I'm not sure. I'm still learning of how.
Okay, so you'll never run the ambulance.
But when you run a call.
No. I don't ride ambulance. I don't ride an ambulance.
Okay.
Damn ambulance.
Go on, Black Betty.
Ambulance.
All right. Well, that sounds good. That sounds like everything's going right in Nick Hammond's world.
Mm-hmm.
The baby's sleeping. We talked a little bit before we hit record, but that's a good thing. But your doctor doesn't like that.
No, so
Really?
he wakes up about one time. Wilson had a hard time sleeping at night. Whitley, dang him, there sleeps through the night. He wakes up one time to feed, and the doctor was concerned about his weight, and she said, "You need to wake him up in the middle of the night to feed him." And we pretty much unanimously said, "Fuck you! Don't you wake that baby." I ain't never heard. Now, during the middle of the day, when he's been sleeping 5 hours, yeah, we might wake him up. But he's
I
about
never in my
nine.
life heard that.
Huh?
I never had a baby that slept over 45 minutes at a time. I mean, at nighttime they would sleep a little bit longer, but we didn't ever have a problem with. I mean, Kelsey would feed like every 2 hours. It was crazy.
No, this baby sleeps good. He loves that little swing, and we love it too.
Yeah. The baby can deal without sleep. It's just mama and daddy. Like you guys can't deal.
Yeah. Well, when you want your productivity to be done. Yeah.
All right.
So
How? So you just were interviewed in Firehouse. How the heck did that come about? Did they contact you or what?
they sent my agent an email, Kevin, who's great by the way, and he's like, I don't know if this fancies you, but I just got this email from firehouse.com and they want to do like a bio or interview on you. I was like, great. I thought I was going to be in a magazine. I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm about to frame that motherfucker. And then they're like, nah, it's just like an online forum. And I'm like, what? Nobody reads those? But okay. Maybe I'll get, maybe this will be the gateway to get me somewhere. So we did like a little phone interview. I think we talked like 30 minutes and, yeah, it was boom, bam, boom, done. And he was like, why did you leave your old department? I said, because I've been here 10 years and I'm making $50,000. I don't get longevity. When I retire, I don't get my health insurance. It's just as time goes by, they're giving me more and more reason to not be here. And this place opened up and I saw what they were offering as far as salary, TSP, benefits, boom, 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 boom. And I said, bye. I mean,
bye. We've said it before.
Do you want to fight fire or do you want to pay your bills?
We've said it before a million times.
I want to pay my
this
bills.
Country, the fire service in this country does not have a hiring issue. It has a retention issue.
Yeah, 100%.
And that couldn't be more true. And you're a pure example of it right there.
Well, I
Did you
told
come
him
in
my
as a
exit interview.
GS7?
He's like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, GS7." So I think I'm coming about 75. My paycheck's $2,200. My paycheck's $2,200 every 2 weeks. That's a family plan, insurance. I tell people all the time, "What do you make?" I say $2,200. $2,200. But when I had my exit interview, they were like, "Why are you leaving?" I'm like, "Well, I can't even tell you. They're going to pay me a buttload of money. My benefits are going to be really, really good. There's none of this, none of that." And he just kind of shook his head like, "Yep, I understand." He said, "We're working on the benefits side." I kind of bit my tongue in the interview because I wanted to leave on a high note because I respected the fire chief very much. I respected pretty much most of my chiefs, and I wanted to look at him and say, y'all been trying to work on the benefits package since I got here in 2014, and it hasn't got better. It's got worse. And your retention rate is at an all-time high. It's gotten way worse. The only thing that is up here is call volume, which is not a great thing.
Yeah.
And
be aggressive with your TSP.
I said, when you've got volunteer fire departments, that's what I've heard. But when you got volunteer fire departments around here, starting guys out, they're taking folks like me and Doug and like you gents who have all your certifications, who have that level of experience and that leadership, and they know how to get you to go from the big city down to this, let's say, 6-man full-time department and say, hey, we'll pay you $67,000 a year and give you all this, but you have to leave the metropolis to come to John Deere Fire Department, and they'll do it. Go from being in a big pond with all these politics and chiefs nitpicking everything to, hey, bud, just laid back, gym shorts. I'm not saying it's unprofessionalism, but it's more it's a relaxed environment. Where do you want to be?
It's comfortable, yeah.
Yeah, I like
as you should be. I fully very friendly part of my department. I'm all for being as comfortable as possible when you're not in the car.
Well, I went from walking around on eggshells with chiefs clicking their pens all day, looking for a reason to write you up because your top button is unbuttoned, or you got out of your polo at 4:55 when the policy says 5 o'clock, and they're just looking to a reason to blow their bugles. At my last job, no offense to anybody who's listening, to where I come here and it's like, come to work, do your job, don't be a slob, and everything's fine. Work with us, we'll work with you, and don't lie.
That's a reason for this podcast. And you say, like, no offense to people that are listening, but hey, I mean, it's conversations that we have around the coffee table.
It's not just here or there, or it's everywhere. There's places out there that people micromanage and have abuse of power and only enforce policies that benefit themselves.
Dude, there's this great quote going around on social media. I get a lot of Simon Sinek, and we've talked about him on the podcast before. He's a motivational speaker, whatever. He gets up and on his soapbox and talks about leadership and all this stuff. And one of the things that he talks about is the environment that you're working in. And you could take a terrible employee and put them in a good environment, and they will pretty much always conform to being better. And vice versa. You can take that great employee, put them in a shitty place to work, and they're gonna dive down. Very small amount of people have enough self-pride to keep it up here, even though you're working in a shitty condition. And he comes up with this example about this kid that he sees that he's a barista, and he goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" The kid's like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "How do you like your job?" He goes, "Love it. Love my job." And Simon's like, wow, like a person in my business, like that's like a trigger to me to ask more questions. Like, really? Like, what makes it so great? And he goes, well, my managers, they come by and they ask me how I'm doing all the time. And if I need something, and if I do need something, they get it for me. And they're just good, like, leaders, right? Is what Simon's saying. As opposed to the other coffee shop he works at, where the managers could really care less. Looks like Nick might have gotten a call. That like that other coffee shop where the kid works, like the managers don't give a shit about him, and so he's just like, I freaking hate my job. And I've always said it as my last point is when I was sitting on the ambulance at 2:00 in the morning, and I had to be posting at a corner of a street because it's a private ambulance company, and they just they move rigs around for coverage. I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm just glad to be working with you, dude. To my partner, and my partner looks at me, he's like, dude, we've had nothing but fun this whole shift. And I'm like, that's what it's about. I'll sit here in the trenches all day long. I'll sit at a corner of a street at 2 a.m. till 4 a.m. as long as I got some guy here that's willing to do it with me and have a good attitude and have fun and laugh. But man, you get that bad crew or that bad partner, and even though you're not running any calls and it's an easy shift, god dang, man, it feels like a 72-hour shift in 24 hours. And there you go. And Nick's talking about it. Like, he put himself in a better environment. He's making more money. He had chiefs clicking pens at him. And and it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere, and it's get yourself into a good environment. Do what's right for your family. Dude, you can't lose. Can't lose. It's good stuff. But
it's very good stuff.
Hey, we're proud of you, dude. You're killing it. Yeah. You got the family rolling. You got the new fire department. Your social media is like freaking on blast off, dude. Everybody loves watching you. And dude, I loved reading the comments on your Facebook post of the firehousemagazine.com. Dude, you have so much love. Like, seriously. And I mean, there's people in there, and I'm sure you don't read the comments because you have enough followers to where you have to dedicate yourself to not listen.
I try to go through them and like respond to them. I mean, I don't respond to every little comment. But I try to at least give it a thumbs up or just some sort of acknowledgement over I've read this, I've read your comment, or somewhere along the lines.
A true man of the people.
I do, because I mean, I just try to be interactive.
Yeah, you're touted as that too. I mean, I read your comments even on TikTok, and people will say, like, we just love how humble this guy is, and it's true.
That's the word I was going to bring up. It's just people love good, humble people. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah. I only get on TikTok now to go shopping. Is that anybody else?
Oh, see, I just saw a damn Vevor chainsaw. What's that? What does
TikTok has become a rolling billboard in the modern day QVC channel. Like everyone's lives, it's like they're doing products and like it's half off today. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I just still can't. You can't beat Amazon. Like, I mean, we're not here like touting big businesses, but I mean, you can click something and literally. So I needed a new adapter for my phone on my truck, and you go to Amazon, you click it at like 5 p.m. It was at my house before I left work the next day. Like that's insane. And you go on the TikTok shop, and they got all this stuff. You have to pay for shipping. It takes like a week and a half to get there. I mean, we've talked about this before. Like, support small business, businesses like Unkie's that has that model. I mean, of course. And so maybe I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. Sorry, Unkie.
With Amazon, you're paying for shipping, but you're prepaying your shipping.
Sure,
it's like you pay a flat rate, which I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you can order 12 different things, and see if that's me.
The big
what is that noise? What's that noise? Structure fire.
To win to, I believe, Gorse and Gorse for our trainee that was unconscious and now conscious.
Trainee passed out.
Oh no.
We'll be on the ground.
Well, he's on the ground.
Somebody doesn't want to train him, or somebody doesn't want to train him more. Somebody wants to go home. I can vouch for that kind of stuff.
So Nick gets the question all the time. So what happens when you guys are cooking at the firehouse and you guys get a call? That's like such a huge question that we get. Well, I was just going to say that when you're doing a podcast and somebody's at work and they get a call, what do you do? There you go. There's the answer. Got to go. Get a call. Got to go. All right. Nicholas, we could sit here and talk for a million years. You wanted to talk football. How are your Carolina Panthers doing? Oh, God, no. Dude, Andy Dalton's going to be on 14 different NFL teams in the next 5 years. Sorry.
Everybody needs a good backup.
He's like the new, who was it? Fitzmagic. I mean, that guy bounced around it was, how many NFL teams was he on? Anyway.
A lot.
All right. Who are your winners, Nick? Are you still with us? You're frozen. I think we lost him.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Patience.
Oh, no. He's going to drop down. He's going to drop out. It's going to...
I need to ask a fantasy. Oh, he did drop out. I need to ask a fantasy look. Nick just text.
Yeah.
Laptop died. Coming back. Stand by.
Coming back.
I got to ask a fantasy question.
For Nick?
For the whole league. I just need to text it.
Oh, gotcha. Do you guys did you guys bring games or no?
big deal.
All right.
I'll even give you the Lions. Wait, can you gamble in Massachusetts?
I think
they opened up. It's good.
I think so. I can't in California.
Dude, I'm tell you, we were going to Disney, of course, we go to Disney a lot, but like every time we drive south, the minute we cross the Carolina line, I couldn't touch FanDuel until I got back to Virginia. It was miserable, but I'm in Carolina, legal, so it's South Carolina. So
South Carolina is not legal.
no,
You have to do. I go to mybookie.com, which is like an overseas betting site, and they thrive on like Bitcoin. But I'm just like, no, give me my money. I'll pay the $10. I'll pay the $10 fee. Give me my $400 that I won off the bet. I won $400 on the Bama game because I bet on Bama to smoke out Georgia, and I was daggone they did. And
good for you.
I want Roll Tide. $100. I turned $100 into $400. I'll take that.
No. All right. What's the lock of the week, dude?
So, what do you mean the lock of the week? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Just give me a game that can't lose.
All right. Let's see it. Let me see if I can pull this up. Can you still see me?
No.
Oh, I can't do that.
It's fine. Don't worry about
a lot of
it.
close lines this week.
All right. Tomorrow night you got the Bucks, and I believe they're in ATL. Who you taking?
They are.
I'm taking the Bucks.
You're taking the Bucks? All right.
Yeah.
Unkie, who you taking?
Bucks.
He don't know.
I just know Kansas City's going to do it.
All right,
Three
Doug.
beat, buddy.
Oh, my
and 49ers
gosh.
ain't going.
You guys are
49ers
killing
ain't
me.
going.
Freddy, you're crooked. Freddy's upside down. There he is.
It told me to rotate to landscape, so I did, and then it told me don't do that.
Go Tigers.
Woo! Team of Destiny.
I'm going to be a Tigers fan after the Braves get knocked out today.
I'm going to the
You
game.
know what? So, did you guys see what's kind of weird about who is pitching for the Astros tonight?
Who's pitching in it?
So, it's a pitcher named Hunter Brown. He was born and raised in my hometown.
No shit.
Yep. So, when I used to coach baseball, when I coached the travel team, I actually knew his roommate just through a whatever. But he came out to a couple of our practices and showed the kids how to pitch.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a confliction today because obviously
Yeah,
you want to see Hunter Brown do well, but tonight I want to see him get shelled.
We're talking football, Fred. We'll talk baseball when Nick's got more time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Football it is.
Bucks or Falcons, Freddy?
Oh, it's got to be Bucks. Baker Mayfield is a dog this year, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's like right there with he's top 5 MVP right now.
Oh yeah. He is. He has found a home in Tampa Bay.
I think I will also take the line underdog of the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Really?
Yeah, they're one. It's only 1.5, but
all right.
That's damn near a pick 'em.
You cannot bet against Tampa.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Hi, Unkie.
Other than that, everything else is close this week, man. Everything's 3.5 points. You got a couple of touchdown favorites: the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Chiefs. Everybody else is within 3 points.
Who else have you guys picked?
That's it. It's the first one.
First one.
All right. Hot darn.
What's the next game?
You guys want to rapid fire them? Jets, Vikings.
Vikings.
I'm taking Vikings. Sam Darnold's on a mission.
Vikings giving 2.5.
Which makes me scared because
he's going to put JJ on the bench for next year. The way he's playing.
All this NFC North talk, everybody thought the Vikings were going to be in the basement, and they crept up the stairs and said, "I don't think so."
The talking heads on ESPN are saying that they think that they're one of the best teams in the league, especially especially the NFC.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. You know how they get.
Good for Sam Darnold. He went to the Panthers and he got kind of kicked out.
Yeah.
He wasn't his fault. that was an ownership issue, which we all know about the Panthers. David Tepper, he is not well liked among the Carolinas or along the NFL. And then he went to the Niners as a backup. Then got left there. Now he got the Vikings as a backup. JJ goes down. He gets the nod, and he just go in there and he looks like he's in college again, just throwing dimes, bombs, left and right, moving the ball, and then they're undefeated, and they look like they can't be stopped.
So,
all right,
Unkie,
next game.
Unkie, you Vikings too, Unkie? You don't care.
It's should be Chiefs all the way, baby. Chiefs all the way.
It ain't the Chiefs. I don't care.
God,
Monkey says,
Tom
"Go
Brady
sports."
was here to stop the Chiefs, and now he's not here anymore.
The
And now
Jets
nobody can
have got
stop
to
him.
figure it out at some point, but I don't think it's going to be this week. Minnesota's playing too well. Next game,
I thought we were friends, Unkie.
Next game, go.
We are.
Baltimore at Cincinnati. Baltimore 2.5.
I would take Cincinnati. I think they're going to bounce back. I think this is when they bounce back. They're going to take down Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to stop Derrick Henry under 100 yards. I think Cincinnati bounces back.
That's bold.
Exact opposite is going to happen. I think they're wearing their all-white jerseys. They're going to go out there looking fresh. Derrick Henry's going to have 150-plus rushing yards this game. Cincinnati ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a resurgence of Lamar. Lamar Jackson realizes he does not have to do everything anymore. He can hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, who I don't understand how a human being of his size can move as quickly as he does, but goodness gracious, he is a semi-truck going down a hill, and if you are in the way, you are going to get pounded. I think the Ravens are going to embarrass the Bengals.
So on the Derrick Henry thing, I saw something the other day. 8 years in the league, he's knocking on 30 years old. I think he's 29. Running backs historically start their decline at 25, 26. He is outrunning 7 cornerbacks or secondary cornerbacks and safeties. He was outrunning them last week. Like he's just defying every law of physics. And unless he gets hurt or sidelined, I don't know what's stopping the Ravens. So I'm going to Ravens. I don't know how you stop them. I don't.
Nobody has ever stopped Derrick Henry.
No, Lamar's not a great passer, but he can do enough if the run game is not working, and he runs well enough to not allow you to try to load up and stop Derrick Henry. Unless he gets hurt, I don't know how you stop him. Panthers going to Chicago. Yeah, go ahead.
Sidebar, can we just all agree how stupid Jerry Jones is that he did not go out and get Derrick Henry?
For Jerry Jones to say I can't afford it is ignorant. That was the dumbest thing he's probably ever said.
Yeah.
All right, Panthers going to Chicago, laying 3.5. Chicago by a field goal and a half.
Lord.
I don't think Caleb Williams, I think he's having a tough year. I am a Panthers fan, but with the last 2 games, the way the offense has been moving, defense kind of shaky here and there, I think Panthers will come out with a win.
Same. I had zero faith in Caleb Williams whatsoever. I don't think he's what they think he was. I don't believe it.
No, I don't think
Jaden Daniels is what they thought Caleb Williams was.
Yes. Yeah. From day one, I did not understand the hype of Caleb Williams. I thought he was mediocre at best in college. And I knew that when he was going to get to the NFL, you see those people that are like, wow, he's better than everybody around him. But you know what? When you get to the NFL, you're playing against all NFL players. And I believe that he's exposed. Now, the Bears defense, not bad, right? Deontay Johnson had a great week last week on my freaking bench in 2 separate leagues. So I think that Carolina is going to flex, and I think the Bears are on their way down. So give me Carolina.
Well, look at Chuba Hubbard. He is running the ball east, west, north, and south. I mean, the kid is undersized, but he is a scat back. and he is a receiving back. He is fulfilling when we lost Christian to the Niners, which props to Christian for finding a home in the Bay. But he is fulfilling that receiving back role and rolling out and getting to the sideline and running it up. So,
Matt, do you care on this one? No? I really don't even want to talk about this game. It is going to be the absolute worst game of the week. Dolphins going to New England.
We bet for a tie?
Yeah. The Dolphins going to New England, and both teams have minus odds to win. What a trash game. The total point line is 35. I would take the under every damn day of the week.
We didn't like the previous game. I don't know if I like this game either.
Dude, this one's worse.
I think both of these teams came to the conclusion that they should just play it out on Madden 25.
Yeah.
The result.
The restaurant I was at last night, like I said, I'm in Massachusetts. The restaurant I was in last night was talking all about, the TV was only talking about how bad the Patriots are.
Boo.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna give the edge.
I gotta go to the doctor soon.
Shut up.
I gotta give the edge to New England here.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins this year are trash.
All right,
one of the better games of the week. Buffalo going to Houston.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Both negative odds to win. Buffalo's 1.5 point favorite.
In Houston.
Buffalo coming off a very disappointing game against Baltimore. Houston's got a really good young team.
I think they're having a sophomore slump though.
Tank. If Tank's back this week, I think Houston's going to hang with them. But Buffalo, give me Buffalo for the win.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
Colts. Another sorry one. Colts going to Jacksonville. 2.5 for Jacks.
Give me the fighting Joe Flacco's.
Go Flacco. I like it.
I'll take the Colts. Trevor Lawrence is having a tough year. Anthony Richardson, I mean, he's a bit shaky and not very consistent, but he's had a couple good games. They've still got a decent offense. Jacksonville, I think they have a head coach issue. I think he's kind of in the hot seat. I'm taking the Colts. I'm taking the Colts over the Jags.
Looking at some of these lines, I gotta get in the next song. Next game, Cleveland going to Washington, only -3.
Unbelievable.
Jaden Daniels is going to throw.
Dude, Cleveland is not good. I don't understand that line at all.
Careful.
I think that's a unanimous Washington game.
Yeah.
Careful.
Cardinals going to San Fran. Easy pick, San Fran.
Debo's back. Brock Purdy's there. You got Debo. You got Ayuk. Of course, you got the backfield, and you have Fred
Jordan
Warner.
Mason.
Yeah, go ahead. I forgot his name. And you got a rock solid Fred Warner defense.
Another potential snooze fest. Raiders going to Denver.
Oh, I'll take the Raiders.
That's also 35.5.
Hey, of course you're taking the Raiders. You love Minshew's mustache.
Of course I do.
Mustache, I think great.
I like Minshew, but I think Bo Nix is on to something there. I think he's trying to establish rhythm between his receivers.
He's the best they've had in a while. He's the best chance they've had in a while. I think he's got the potential. Yeah.
The kid can run, he can gun, and he's a stud. He had a great career at Auburn, great career at Oregon. I think he continues on with the Denver Broncos. I believe he's getting Minshew seems to be doing okay, but I think the Devontae Adams dilemma is going to be a distraction for them, and I think their mindset's going to be off. I think Denver's going to come in and roll them a new one.
Yeah, Denver can't. The Raiders can't run it either. What, Freddy?
No.
I'm also going to take Denver, but I want to call out my buddy here, Nick.
Oh,
he's trying to stay in good favor with his wife. She's a huge Denver fan. If he picked against Denver, he'd be in trouble.
Yeah, but that Raider defense against Carolina, Andy Dalton had a historical day with the Panthers, and that just showed their true colors.
Vegas can't run it, and without Vegas pass it, it's not.
Exactly.
I want Las Vegas to lose. I want Las Vegas to lose because I want the Lions to trade for Max Crosby.
Yeah, that would be good.
Packers going out west to L.A. Packers getting 3 points.
I think Jordan Love's going to have a great day. He had a great week last week. He bounced back from injury. I mean, guy threw for almost 400 yards. He threw a couple picks, but hey, if as long as you throw
Took
it,
him a while to get warmed up. Yeah,
you moving the ball, you getting 6 points, going in doing. You did the thing. He rode my bench. I put him on the bench last week because I didn't think he would bounce back that quick. But he is out for vengeance.
well, I could say he didn't start that way. The first half didn't go that great for him. He really turned it on in the second half. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. Your Dalton start was looking great to start with.
Yeah,
and he turned it on and dominated.
And Dalton didn't do
Chargers
bad
or Rams?
Rams.
Another disappointing team this year, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you lose Cooper,
Give me the
that's
Rams.
a big deal.
Give me the Rams.
Oh.
Whoa.
Pretty probably unanimous one here.
All
The
hail
Giants are going
Stafford.
out to Seattle.
Oh, Geno Smith's going to run through them, and DK Metcalf, he's going to roll through those D-backs.
Seahawks look really good.
They look spectacular. Geno Smith, in his age, he is just making it look easy.
They were the second best team playing on Monday night.
So
Seahawks.
This one, I'm gonna leave this one for last. I'll skip this one. Saints going to KC. I think the Chiefs are pretty easily winning that game.
What's the line?
Yeah,
it's 5.5.
It's hard to win. It's hard to win on the road when you're on there.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Worthy much more involved. I think Juju is going to get back involved now and take that slot role over. I don't think the Saints are what they thought they were in the first couple of weeks.
The Chiefs just don't historically cover the spread, but they'll win.
Yeah, 5.5 big, but
even Kelsey might get a touchdown.
It's going to be a hard-fought battle, but something in me says that Butker's going to kick a game-winning field goal at the end.
So last game. This one's very intriguing to me. Dallas going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 1.5.
Oof.
I don't see it.
In Cowboys?
I don't see it. I think Justin Fields is okay at doing there at Pittsburgh, and I think is Russell still out, or is
there's no way if I'm Mike Tomlin until things go bad, I'm not touching what's happening. I'm going to leave Justin Fields in. He's getting better and better. I'm not going to mess with Russell Wilson and all his off the field bullshit he has going on. Just leave him.
Yeah, I think Fields has potential there in Pittsburgh, but I think CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys are gonna. I think they're gonna make them terrible towels, and they're gonna be using them to wipe tears down their face.
Every year you hear it. This is our year.
No, it ain't.
I'm gonna tell you what. I don't think they them boys. Give me Pittsburgh. TJ Watt is going to be just absolutely up Dak Prescott's nose all night.
Yeah, I would definitely roll out away from him and not to his side of the ball.
Up his nose. That's funny. Well, that's all the games for the week, boys.
All right.
Well, I gotta go get a physical done. See the ball doc.
All right, turn it off.
It was good chatting with you, fellas.
Hey, we should do this. Nick. I like this as a little one-off thing that we do. We should do this more.
Yeah. Hey. This is Fireman Love football. Fireman Love.
And it's
gambling.
And what, competition. 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Yeah, we can run through the games in 15 minutes. Yeah, this is something we should absolutely.
For sure.
A little middle of the week short. On Thursday morning or Wednesday or something.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Until then, go Tigers. Go Braves.
Woo!
Braves are not going to do it.
This, Matt? Matt, you can clip this. Matt, you can clip this. And those are the picks.
That's awesome.
That was it.
All right. I'm gonna go